What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. How you guys doing? welcome to our usual Wednesday activities. We are playing Kerbal Space Program. What we've actually got, in case you can't tell, we have a lot more parts than we currently do in our playthrough. It's because one thing that I'm doing here is we are going to do some testing. Part of my trouble the past few streams has been the fact that my vehicles, while engineered fine, just don't have the stuff to do what I want. And so what I'm going to do is, what I had the idea of is let's go about the process of testing. Testing is going to be super important to what I'm trying to do here. And so, let's see. What we're going to do is let me take all the fuel out of these. We'll leave the fuel in these parts. Actually, let's say we take them all out of this. Cool. What we're gonna do is, while I would never do this in a regular playthrough of science mode and whatnot, this is Sandbox, and in Sandbox, we have the lovely ability to use the Alt F12 menu. And what we're gonna do, I was doing testing slightly before this, right before stream started. But we are going to test this real quick. We're going to assume that there's some fuel left in a stage like this on its way out. And then use that as the... use this as the kind of booster stage to deorbit stage. That's what I'm looking for. So we're just going to get straight into it. I might as well. I mean, you know. But yeah, last week, in case anybody wasn't here, we operated with this vehicle for a little bit. We launched a separate tug vehicle. It's going to have one Kerbal on it, on its way out. But we couldn't get it to Duna. We just did not have enough time. And my goal here is I need to get this, plus its tug, out to Duna. And as the title of the stream says, we're definitely going to get them today. We better get them today. I'm going to be upset if I can't get them today. So, that is our ultimate goal this evening. And lucky for me, I don't have work tomorrow, unlike usual for a Wednesday stream. And so that means I can be up later playing this. It will mean that there will be at least one Be Right Back screen that shows up. But what we're going to do is we're going to set this in an orbit. And this orbit is at the same plane as what would be needed for a landing here. And what we'll do, we're going to assume that these engines, all of that's burnt out already. And then we've got this one engine. Great. Let us... Sorry, checking my phone real quick. Okay. So what we're going to do is, let's go retrograde. So the biggest issue that's going to face me when we get to the actual docking of this and the other thing is the fact that this is the larger of the two stages, and it's the only one with the actual control. So I think what I'm going to have to do is at least get it really close, and then have one of the one get out, have the one get out and then just kind of fly over to the other vehicle, which is smaller and has its own RCS and whatnot. All right. But we will go ahead, since our orbit is perfect here. Let's just full throw. There we go. Activate that. And again, this is just kind of a guess on what the orbit might be. Not an exact. But again, for anybody who has joined since we started, this is a sandbox test. This is not the real thing, as much as I want it to be. All right. We're now going to separate. All right. We are now free-floating. And we're going to speed forward to re-entry. Okay, we want that to separate, those to separate, those to fire, and those forward to fire. Okay, I'm going a little bit further than I want, but again, my goal is, can I land and can I get back? Okay. Go ahead and toggle the brakes. And see, my problem is they're landed all the way up there at the pole because I made a dumb decision. All right, so we get re-entry heating now. Honestly, I don't really know why I put a parachute on here. It's not part of this stage, so I'll move it down. Alright, heating should be starting to go away now. It is indeed. Alright, let's make sure we're at no throttle. Let's jettison those. Full throttle. Alright, those flew away from us. Great. Parachute should activate in a second. Parachute should activate in a second. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Alright, landing gear. We're watching our speed. We're at 19 meters per second, so let's Alright, we can land. Great. If I get it on the surface like this, it's not that bad. I'm going to try and rotate it to a point where I can just press D and go that way. So 180 is what I'm aiming for. Go ahead and remove the brakes. All right. We're going to launch in 3, 2, 1. And we are just watching that. It's all about 15 degrees. Get this up to 60. We're going to cut this off. Great. Honestly, if I can land just like that and not have to use my lander as its own boost stage, I'm going to have... I should, in theory, have more than enough fuel for this maneuver. In theory, I will have more than enough. At least to get to orbit. All I have to do is get it to orbit. From there, I'm going to use the tug stage to get to the lander's orbit. Again, for anybody who's just joined, this is a sandbox test. This is not the real thing. I certainly wish it was. This is just a test of the lander itself. Can it get from the ground to orbit and back? Alright, we're definitely in orbit now. Or we're at least in space. Alright, I'm gonna... Alright, we're gonna try to do circularization. It's gonna be a low one, but at least we are not in atmosphere. We are extra atmosphere here. That's incredible. I actually have fuel to spare. Look at that. I got this and its own stage, and a completely secondary stage. So if I can find a way to have as much fuel as possible on its own way down, that would be incredible. Because the conundrum is I have to get from Kerbin. Both vehicles are in orbit already. I have to get, but I have to get from Kerbin to Duna on what I've got. And on what I've got, I don't exactly know what the fuel ratio of what's left here. But then I have to get it to an orbit like this, where it's at a 90-degree inclination. Polar orbit. That's what I have to aim for. So we're gonna be doing a lot of quick saving. You're gonna see a lot of quick saving. But okay, sick. We know that works. And truthfully, honestly, even if we brought two, we could... I'm going to test this. This is going to be a testing of a theory. In theory, if we brought two pilots, one to... Ooh... Oh, I forgot. A lot of this, unfortunately, is going to hinge on the fact that this is a probe-controlled vessel. This is a probe-controlled vessel. Like, when it lands... Dang, okay. And see, on this one, I don't have the same comms relay setup. It's a little bit harder. Alright, we're going to try it once. And if it doesn't work, we're going to revert back to a save. And if it doesn't work, what we'll do is bring a comms relay to Duna. At least 5 satellites. And place them in various orbits. Ugh. Okay. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put us to be right back. I'm going to load up our other thing, get into the right vehicle, and then I will bring us back, and then we will try this docking here. Going to be difficult, but let's just see. Let's just see. I will be right back, and we'll do this thing. I'll leave you guys with the music. we're back. Apologies for that taking so long. What ended up happening, I loaded in, and when I got to this thing, because the Alt F12 menu was still open from working on the little sandbox thing, the game freaked out, and this thing ended up in the ground for some reason. Have no idea what happened. But hey, we're in orbit now. I was able to recover a save. It's not quite where we left off last time, but it is very close. But we do have our 2 pilots. All right. So, our target vehicle, for some reason it looks like a plane, or it says that it's a plane. And so what we're going to have to do is at one of these nodes, we need to add a maneuver. And we need to set it to show us fantastic. No eccentricity. Actually, you just delete that one. Nope, it said delete. Delete. Okay, it's not deleting. All right, whatever. We're gonna come to this node, and we're gonna go to maneuver. Great. What we're doing is once we hit that, this will come down. Sick. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is, let's say about here, add a maneuver to that is a 1 meter difference. That is a no meter difference. Okay. And so that would mean eventually we come across it and dock to it. Or can dock to it. Let's see, can I... create an alarm. My biggest concern is that since they're in the same orbit, it would need to be... Okay, yeah, mine's the one that's slower. So what we'll actually do is we'll make sure that it's slightly less than what it's saying it should be. Because I'm also losing time on it over here. So if I make it also lose time over there, eventually I will get a maneuver. Because right now, my closest separation is 700 kilometers. As of right now. Cool. Should be good enough. All right, let's see. How close are these? Incredibly. They appear to be barely a meter off. Okay. We do appear to be getting closer. Just gonna keep it at a time warp. 712, 700. Give it a couple more rotations. Yeah, we're very visibly getting closer to each other. How close is this approach? 400 meters. Sorry, 400 kilometers. I want it to be in the meters. It's just under 400. Just over 400. $361 now. 361. So I'm watching this one here. $361.2 is what we're looking at. $325. Okay. We'll do a couple more rounds. $180. We do one. Yeah, we'll do another. 107 kilometers. The problem is I have to get it within 2 kilometers to see it. Or 5 kilometers. Is it 5 kilometers? Maybe 5 kilometers. But I have to get the vehicle within 5 kilometers of the other before I can even see it. "71 kilometers. Like, they gotta be close. Ooh. That was a big jump. That literally halved it. Holy cow. Alright. 1.5 or 1.5 kilometers. That is more than close enough to capture at that point. Wait, how far away are they right now? Could I, in theory... Let's see, let's point it to target. Oh, there it is. Sick. Okay. What are we at now? 30. 39. Speed up a little bit. Gotta get this thing close. Gotta be real close. How far away are we from? We're pretty far. So this is it at closest approach. Right? Yeah, I gotta be much closer to it to really make a difference when it comes to my, Because again, closest approach is gonna be 1.5 kilometers. Alright, I'm about as close as it's ever gonna be. Because at this point, it's gonna now begin, I don't know if I'll be able to do this. Alright, you're gonna go out on EVA. Let go. Keep forgetting. My controls are weird because I'm on EVA. Come on, I just need staying in here to get onto the vehicle. It's gonna save me so much time. Oh god, I forgot that forgot that it was like this. Grab it. Grab it. Come on. Forward. Forward. Grab. Forward. 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 Let's go. Okay. Okay. Target. Monopropellant, since you have a bit more than the other vehicle does. I'm doing the lazy method. Now that I have control of this vessel, I'm doing the lazy method. I'm going to get as close as I possibly can. Close enough to switch to? It is close enough to switch to. Alright, let's set it to face the target. Why are we increasing? Honestly, if they're still facing each other at 3 meters per second, that's not bad. Again, lazy method here. Making sure that both vehicles are indeed facing the right direction. All right. 900 meters. We're doing it. We're doing it. Honestly, getting the other pilot out at exactly when I did was exactly the right move. I got the camera aimed at the ports. We're going to try and speed up this process a little bit. I will say, unfortunately, it does look like, with the way I've got it, at least one Kerbal will make Duna their forever home. Most likely. Alright. Now we're just coasting. We gotta get within 300 meters before we can really do much else. Once we do hit 300 meters, then we will start... really start getting in there when it comes to stuff. We're within 500 meters now. All right. Correct. Alright, vehicles can now at least see each other. Alright. Once I get close enough, I can now use the actual docking port as a target. And once that happens, there we go, set as target. Now we can be a bit more accurate. Alright. I'm gonna start slowing down. Alright, we're slowed down to about 1 meter per second. I cannot believe this worked. This is how I used to always do it, but this is my first docking of any vehicles in I cannot tell you how long. And the fact that, so far, it's working is great. Alright, we're now below 1 meter per second. We're within 100 meters. Speed it to about 1.5, and then once we're within 50 meters, we'll slow back down. I just know that this process at 1 meter per second going 100 meters, that's going to take a while. I have no idea why the lighting is freaking out, but it is. Alright, that's 20 meters. Let's start slowing down. I have no actual lights. This is so unlike me. Normally I have lights covering everything. Granted, normally I am playing in Sandbox, so I have the ability to just throw lights everywhere. half a meter per second. 3 meters. 2 meters. Docked. Let's freaking go, dude! That makes me so happy. Okay, sick. I can get rid of that menu. Make sure everything's good here. It is. This is so good. Okay, we're going to shut down this engine. We're also going to shut down these engines. And we're only going to use the one. Cool. We're now going to control from here. Let's point. Let's try not to use the monopropellant because we've already burned through half. And we have to dock again. As you can tell, I went way overkill with this. I didn't need to. I also went way overkill with these antennae. But now that we have done that, we're now in a lovely little orbit. And we can now get... Let's see. Can I get a current maneuver with Duna? Create an alarm. How many days? 38 days. Okay. And that gives me a periapsis of way too high. Okay. Alright, what we're gonna do, I'm going to start the speed up process for all that. Let's see. Quickly is not going by. Alright, I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna leave it running. I'm gonna mute myself. I will be right back, but I want you guys to be able to see it. So, I'll be right back. Alright, well, I only wanted it to run for a little while. But it seems like it's taking a little bit longer than I expected. I figured we'd down to be like maybe 10 days at this point. So instead, let's just go ahead and warp all the way there. Excuse me, goodness. Yeah, while it does that, let me we go about fixing this? Yeah, there we go. And what we're going to aim for is when we get it out this far, I need to get this as low as I can. Actually, that's not true. Because the wider your orbit, the easier to change. Lower orbits mean you're faster, which means it takes more energy. So maybe I will keep it this high. Nah, I can't keep it that high. Because I gotta think about the fact that it also has to do with, you know, my recovery. Alright. While we do this, while we wait for this to finish, let's check here's all of our satellites that we're connected to right now. In some way. Obviously, we're connected to Una as well, but because I have these extra antenna, it links us to the whole system. Alright, let's go to maneuver. Let's see if we can just get the whole there we go. This is what our whole network looks like. I should have connection all the way out there. Right? Right, you'd think I have connection all the way out there. Alright, this is a 1,000 meter per second burn. Holy cow. It does kind of put a wrench in things. What if I activate these engines? Not much difference. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if I can get it done with just those. So if I get it done with just those, that leaves the center engine because its fuel is separate. Man, it's going to be cutting it close. Let me slow it down, that way I can get real as accurate as I possibly can. We're within 50 meters per second. I'm hoping soon the okay, we're gonna speed up a little bit. We're within 25. Within 20. We're within 10 meters per second. I'm not good. It says I'm good, but I'm not good. I'm going as close to 0 as I possibly can. 5 meters per second. I need it to show up here. Okay, why didn't it show up? Why did it... Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to figure that one out when we get there. Alright, let's go ahead and warp out here. I love that you can see the, like, literal shadows of connection. Orbital eccentricity is too high? What do you mean orbital eccentricity is too high? Oh. Okay. I actually forget what this... God, I can't... It's been, again, it's been so long since I've actually used this stuff. I can't even remember the right way to use fuel transferring. Okay. I'm so close. $5 million meters is fine. We'll do 5 million meters. That is good enough. And I should save. Warping. I didn't put an A. Warping to Duna. Save. My biggest worry with a flight like this is not even the fact that it's taking me this many streams to get it right. It's more that it has taken Ooh, we're really close to polar. It's more than it's taken this many attempts to do it right, because when we get to the point of actually doing the Joule 5, it's going to take forever. Where is it? It should be below me somewhere, right? Somewhere in this area, most likely. Oh no, there it is. I'm gonna come right over the top of it, about 5 million meters away. Alright. We are now at the point of no return. Yes, override. Okay. Saving before we get into orbit. I do like the fact that I have connection to the ground. That's going to be very important. And I do like the fact that all of this still has connection. I'm going to let this get to retrograde. Add maneuver. How much is this going to cost me? More than this stage has. All right, let's see. If I just in theory, I could do this. It's gonna burn a lot of fuel. But it will get me... Oh, God. But that will get me polar. I just wish this would tell me. Like that maneuver specifically. I want to know how much that maneuver is going to be. Because it's got, like, this first maneuver, this is gone. And so at that point, I'm going to have to activate this engine. Let's just go ahead and set this into a separate thing here. This mission's going to get, I will say, my worries previously, this is going to get so much easier when I get the drill and I could mine for fuel. Because when I get to the point when I can mine for fuel, I don't have to worry about this. If I can get rid of the worry of this, that's what I need. And truthfully, recovering these guys from the pole is going to get me there. Because my first two unlocks, when I get to that point, I'm unlocking the drill, I'm unlocking the nuclear engine. Because if I had both of those during this whole thing, this would not be attempt number 6 or so of trying to recover these guys. It would not have taken all of this effort to get this. But man, all right, I've got 1,000 meters per second of this. That's gonna burn. Oh my gosh, it's gonna burn through quite a bit. It's not as it's gonna be 300, so it's gonna be just gonna get us just under 1,000 left in this stage, and I'm gonna have to transfer whatever fuel is left into here. But holy cow! Okay. I'm gonna work forward a bit more. I just love how it just kind of zooms into frame. Alright, we're gonna save again. Duna 2. Okay. I'm a minute away. All right. Oh, okay. Here we go. 2, 1, ignition. I'm burning early so I can give myself time to do that flip around, because as soon as that stage goes, I have to switch control to here and then flip retrograde. Great. Control from here. Great. Some solar panels are going to get it. Maybe not. Alright. Sick. Okay. There we go. This is rough. This is rough. Right, I'm in orbit around Duna now. I'm really more worried about how much that maneuver is going to cost me. Very worried about how much that maneuver is going to cost me. Okay, good there. 200 meters per second. Yikes! Can I get that down? Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Okay. Okay. Going to save. Save game. Duna 3. Man, this is stressful. Okay. I will say, I do have fuel in this stage. In theory, I could come over, or attempt to bring that one over. Alright. Got 30 seconds. Because my biggest struggle is the fact that I'm burning... I've gone through a third of this fuel, and I'm about to go through another 200 meters per second worth. Alright. I'm committing to it. I'm committing to at least this burn. One mission. My goal is to be as accurate as possible with that. 5 meters per second. Good enough. Oh, okay. I'm polar. Alright. Genuinely, I just want to see how much it would take. Altitude is that? 475. Just want to see, in theory, if I could get this thing to, move over a bit. Alright. Let me save this. Because if this doesn't work out, I know to move back to, let's see, this is going to be Duna 3? No. Duna 4. Okay, so if this doesn't end up working out, it ends up being awful in my favor, I have to warp back to Duna 3. If somebody in chat could remember that for me. Somebody type it in or something. That way I can see it on my screen. Because I do not have access to a notepad at the moment. Okay. Let's roll to the maneuver. We are controlling from here, right? Yeah, we're controlling from here. Oh yeah, I guess we are going up. Man, this part's scary. This part's scary, man. Okay. Okay, good. I only have the one. My one is gonna take it down to the surface. The biggest problem with trying to capture that is the fact that we are going in opposite directions. Alright. Undock. Swap over to this vehicle. Okay. I'm gonna have to. Retrograde. This is gonna burn through a lot. Ooh. At that point, this thing is hitting atmosphere, and it's just gonna have to slow down from there. Okay. I didn't save before I undocked. Okay. Got it. So we're gonna shut down this engine. We're going to go ahead and extend our brakes. And then we're going to go ahead and warp up to the point at which we're able to get these guys. There's Watney Base. That's where we originally landed. Touch an atmosphere. Getting anything? I'm getting a little. Oh, I really hope I can get it proper with this, like I did previously. Got to get it within a couple kilometers. I'm gonna burn through way too much fuel. I'm probably gonna, yeah, I'm gonna have to revert to number 4 here in a second. I'm gonna at least attempt the landing here, because I've not seen it in this configuration. I've seen it in a test configuration, but not like it is right now. Because again, remember, I missed my target completely. Honestly, I'm just going to use this as... Let me make sure that I can indeed load. Loading... Okay, there you go. Duna number 4. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to use this as testing. Yeah, because at this point I'm aimed way too far away. 85 kilometers. I'm to be honest with you guys, I'm not making that trek. This is just going to be a test of landing, basically. I'm going to just go ahead and burn out this engine. Ooh, guys. We got our Be Real. Come to Be Real, everybody. All right. Here we go. Dang, no re-entry forces or anything. I don't have gear. Well, I made it down. Barely had to use these. Based on the way I did this previously, gotta get this up to about 68. And that should be more than enough to counteract the... Probably because we came down the way we did, but I'm shocked that there was no breakage of our solar panels. That was honestly kind of funny. But yeah, in this case, we tested landing. We're going to take back. We took back off. We're great there. We got half fuel left in this. Remember, we had about a quarter fuel left once we actually did the final burn. All right, here we go. I cannot believe how incredibly close I got their orbits. And look at that, I'm only off by a couple degrees. And we're in orbit. And I'm pretty sure I'm going the same direction. So if I swap to this vessel. Okay. I'll set this vessel as my target. And to add a maneuver, that's going to lower my orbit. Alright, I have... Oh, wow, I have way more Delta V in this than I thought I did. I guess that makes sense, because it would be... yeah. Okay. The fact that this thing can still directly communicate with Caravan is incredible. Alright. But then again, it probably just means that I over-engineered it like I do everything in this game. I can get it to 0. Again, this is just a test. And I hate that this is just a test, but this is just a test. Okay. 20 seconds. I just hate that I'm going to have to undo all this progress because, like, if this works, I'm going to be ecstatic, but I'm going to have to do it again. much would it cost me if I went all the way down? More than I'm willing to lose. Planetary docking like this is difficult. A bit better. Why is it teasing me with 37 kilometers? Oh, don't do that to me. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, y'all. Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna try something. Screw it. Just gonna load save anyway. I just kind of want to see this thing go through re-entry. Just messing around at this point. That's it? That's all that's breaking? It'd be really funny is if I could actually land this. That's really funny. Oh, it's going back to space. Wee. All right. I'm gonna load back to Duna 4. Okay. Remember when I said the hardest part of this was going to be the actual aiming the landing? Nah. Nah. It's definitely not the hardest part. I'll tell you that. For free. All right. 20 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll tell you guys right now, I'm honestly at a point where I'm about to say it's my playthrough. And I can do what I want to. 'Cause let me tell you, it is very tempting to do some stuff that would make a lot of people upset at me for this being a playthrough. Save game. Duna 5 free undock. Alright. If anything goes wrong with this, Duna 5. forgetting. Hold on. I keep forgetting that my orbit's not that direction, it's that direction. It's going clockwise, and I don't want to go clockwise. Okay. So I lift back off. I'm aiming for 182. I again hate to do what I'm about to do, but I have to. It's gonna burn through what, about 100 meters per second or so? I just have to get it close, and it has to be closer than it was. I don't care if I lose solar panels. It just has to be closer than it was. Alright, we're burning through about 100 meters per second now. I should have saved once I did that. Whoops. I know that as long as I very carefully time the landing burn and whatnot, I have more than enough fuel left in the side boosters to get to orbit. I'm not worried about that part. I'm more worried about getting it back to the proper orbit. Not just to orbit, but to the proper orbit. Alright. They're over here somewhere. I didn't get it low enough. Gosh, dang it. I'll see how far away I end up after re-entry forces take over. The hard part is going to be the fact that they have so much science they're going to have to carry with them. I am no closer than 45 kilometers to them. Gosh, dang it! Okay. Yeah, that's way too far. I'll have to try this again. At least I'm getting re-entry and landing practice. You know? The fact that only 2 broke off is pretty good. But, oh gosh, we're behind the horizon. Yeah, no, I'm way too far. It's fine though, I should be getting these back in a second, right? Right. Yes. What did it destroy? Nothing. Okay, there's 1,000. They are at full deploy. Let's lower gear. Begin the final propulsive landing burn. Sick. I'm way too far away. But hey, I at least still have connection to this. How much connection do I have to that? So there's no way I still have connection even behind the planet. And I will say, I picked my poison. I am a little bit too late to worry about. Interesting. Okay. Well, I landed, and I know I can get to orbit. All right, let's load save. Go back to the pre-undock. Now let's save again. Save game. Tuna. Landing. What's this, like landing attempt 4 for the day? Alright. Okay. Undock. The issue is I want to experience re-entry forces, so I can't uncover all the engines. Alright, here we go. Ooh, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. Alright, I'm aiming for the thing to at least be at it. Alright. I'm aiming for as close to that pole as I can get. Shut down engine. Shut down RCS. This goes back up here. Out of docking mode. Brakes. Time warp. It's about as close as I could possibly get it before re-entry. There it is. If I can be within... I'm aiming for 15 kilometers, no more than 15 kilometers, because otherwise it's just annoying. I may even get within 10. Yeah. .5 kilometers, it looks like. They're gonna have to cross a hill. Quite a large one, but it is better than the several hundred that I had previously. Now I just have to stick this landing like I haven't stuck all the others so far. Fantastic. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Cannot tell you how concerned I am at the moment. The fact that this thing is still sliding. It's gonna get into that little curve there. But okay, what I need to do now is to switch to. Oh gosh, I'm moving. How fast am I moving? I'm moving fast enough that it registers that I'm moving. Are you kidding me? Dang it. I forgot I can't use my monopropellant. I really just gotta hope that when it gets to the bottom of this, it doesn't crash and fall over. Oh, I do have landing lights. I should have used those. Okay, here's the bottom. I'm pulling as hard as I can. Don't fall over. Please don't fall over. Please don't fall over. Okay, thank goodness. It didn't fall. Okay. I'm glad I know that I have enough fuel to get to orbit, because holy cow, this is gonna bother me. Sick. Let's plant a flag. Cool. That's a subtle flag, right? Okay. Save game. We landed, finally. Now, time to recover. Sick. Oh. Switch to the 3D. Okay. What? A what? Huh? Oh, what? Alright. Jebediah, you're going over there. You need to take this data and take as much of this data as you... Wait, he can collect all of the data? Oh. Got a long way to go. I'm sure some of those will negate out and whatnot eventually, but... Oh, God, let's not do that. Really don't want to, Let's save. Walking 1. Great. Had to save just in case. Because the fact that I got 6 kilometers to go and I don't have a lot of EVA propellant does not bode well. We're gonna go cinematic with it, because why not? Because I'll tell you, that's a ridge there. Right in front of me, that's a ridge. I somehow landed myself in a crater, I'm realizing. Which is fine on paper. Unfortunately, it's not completely fine. Because I'm going to have to get to this ridge and then use what's left of my EVA propellant. Or attempt to slide down without dying. Which, you know, probably isn't the greatest idea. I walked half a kilometer, though. Okay, at least this part of the ridge is just a gentle slope down. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I'm realizing I may have to climb this. Ugh. Yeah, looks like I might have to climb that mountain. Alright, I'm going to turn off his light so I don't accidentally give somebody epilepsy. Or cause an epileptic seizure. Oh, man. I apologize for what is probably the most boring gameplay that will ever be seen on this channel. Because now we're walking uphill. This feels like when you're like parents or grandparents would say, "Oh, I walked to school in the snow, uphill, both ways." And you were always just like, "Grandma, what are you talking about?" Or, "Mom, you're crazy." But this is what it feels like. Made it at 1.5 kilometers. Oh my god. That's exactly why I saved. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. What did I call it? Called it walking. Oh my god. Holy cow. How far am I? Not even 500 meters. I was walking up this hill and died. Gosh dang it. Okay. Well, folks, I don't want to make you have to watch all this. So what I'm gonna do is off camera, I'm gonna handle walking. And then next stream, we will, I might stream this tomorrow. I think I'm gonna handle the walking and the docking attempt, because that's gonna be probably what is gonna be the most frustrating bit of time in history. And I'll at least get it close. But I don't want you to have to sit and watch me walk Jebediah and whatever the other guy's name is 6 kilometers, because that took so long. But I've made it to Duna, and I've made it to... I know that my lander can make it to orbit. I know for a fact my lander can make it to orbit. So past that, I will have to figure it out. But I'm also realizing that it's 9 o'clock Central. It's 10 o'clock Eastern, where parts of you may be watching from. And I realize that's a bit later than my usual streams go. So I am going to leave it here. As much as I really don't want to, I am going to leave it here. Jebediah is just going to have to chill on Duna's surface for a while. And just have to deal with the cold. And hopefully he doesn't run out of oxygen. Giving us a little salute there. Thank you, sir. We appreciate your sacrifice. You've been on Duna for like 12 years, but we're finally here to get you. Now I feel bad naming their base Watney Base, because I named it that and then I accidentally stranded them on the surface. Anyway, but that will bring us to the end of stream. We've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Man, I've not gotten a lot done. But yeah, we're gonna hold it there. I really do appreciate you guys, though. I look forward to the next stream. It will hopefully be tomorrow. I might be streaming this again. But if it's not tomorrow, it will be Friday, and we'll figure out what we're playing, because our backseater for Fallout's still not here, so I'll come up with something. Who even knows? But okay. I love you guys. Y'all are awesome. Anybody who watched this at all, greatly appreciate you. Any VOD viewers, really appreciate you. For whatever reason, the KSB streams always seem to do really well on the VODs channel, which, by the way, in case you haven't gotten to check it out, in the description for the channel there, or for this channel here on Twitch, there is a link to the VODs channel on YouTube. That way you can check out and see if you've missed any streams. And if you did miss them, you can watch the whole thing there. Eventually, I'm going to start uploading actual content, like stuff that wasn't streamed. But that'll be a eventual thing. But I appreciate you guys. I will hopefully see you tomorrow or Friday. And I hope you'll have a wonderful evening. Peace out.